Well, here we go. Let's try to address some off-season needs once again. A team full of needs. I guess you could almost start with the positions where they're okay. Obviously, left tackle for going on 6, 8, 7 years now. Center, you assume Mac's going to come back. Joe Thomas at left tackle. If Mac recovers, you got him there. Now they don't even have a receiver with Gordon done. Joe Hayden at one of the corners. I like that. Now, I like some of the guys on defense, Sheard and company. I like these guys, even Whitner as a veteran, but nobody's safe at this point. Wide receiver, even Jordan Cameron, I don't know if they'll re-sign him with the concussion issues. They got so many needs. Quarterback once again. Perhaps they bring back Brian Hoyer. Manziel's out of the question at this point. I thought he had a chance. At one point I was even excited, but now he's a total bust. He's done. He'll never even whatever. Never mind on Manziel. So quarterback's a need. There's not much in free agency. There's nothing great in the draft. Not where they're picking anyhow. Possibly if there's a one pick they could get in the first round that I do like is the wide receiver from Louisville. Parker, I believe, is the guy. They need a guy with some size. They got to quit taking these little guys. They could get Devontae Parker from Louisville. That's a sweet pick. Cecil Shorts, Kenny Britt. That's a couple of free agents that are out there. Running backs, they had a couple of the decent running backs last year, West and the guys, but there's not much in free agency. Darren McFadden, perhaps. Be tons of guys in the draft they could get. Devin Smith's another wide receiver I should have mentioned. Maybe if he falls into the second round, they could look there. Gilbert, another first-round pick from last year. Didn't show a whole lot this year. Missed the last game of the year with nonsense. So they could use another corner. They need a tight end if Cameron's not back. Even if Cameron's back, they need a tight end. They need a couple of receivers. They need defensive linemen. They need linebackers. They need safeties. It's a joke, really. Every year it's the same thing with these guys. I apologize. This isn't much of a breakdown. Serious X's and off-season O's, but so there's not many options at quarterback. Let's just say somehow they bring Hoyer back and they add a Shorts, a Britt, a guy like a Devin Smith, a Parker in the draft. Baby Hawk last year, maybe stick him in the slot. I don't know if Benjamin will be back. That's another thing. They need a punt returner. They need a guy that can just catch the ball back there. Forget getting yards. They just need a guy that's not going to fumble. Then we'll work on getting some yards. I'm not asking for the next Josh Cribbs. I'm just asking for a guy that can do the job. Quite frankly, next year, Pettin has got his work cut out for him. I thought this year was going to be tough. At one point, they were 7-4. I don't know. I may not even upload this. If you're a Browns fan, if you're an F-Zappa 20 fan, I'm sure you're all right with it. But if you're not and you just stumbled upon this, I apologize. I'll include some of my other Browns videos down there in the description. Maybe throw a few annotations up here. Although I figured that's a big waste of time. Nobody on mobile versions even sees these. So I'm just going to start putting links down in the description. If you're interested, check them out. So that's my wrap on the Browns offseason overall. I'll try to give a summary here. They need a quarterback. They need wide receivers. They need a tight end. They need depth on the offensive line. They maybe need a backup center if Mac's not there. Guards, right tackle, defensive line. They need a defensive tackle. What's up with Phil Taylor? Linebackers. They got one corner, Joe Hayden. I like him. If Buster Screen was like the fourth cornerback, I would like him. But I don't like him as a starter. I like Whitner as a veteran at safety. Maybe I'm a little biased. Like I said, there's guys out there. Parker from Louisville would be a nice fit. Well over 6 feet tall. Get Hawkins in the slot. Maybe even add a guy like Devin Smith, a burner down the field. A man that can catch the ball. Tight ends. Maybe they go out and get an Owen Daniels. That'd be nice. Somehow that guy gets away. Thomas gets away from the Broncos. That would be amazing. So anyhow, that's it. They need everything, basically. Can we get Amari Cooper somehow? How about the Browns just get Amari Cooper and the best defensive tackle, the best right guard, and a couple of future Pro Bowl corners? That's all we need, really. We're set. We're headed to the Super Bowl. We get 2 Pro Bowl corners, a badass wide receiver, a badass tight end, a smash mouth guard. Oh yeah, we need some running backs. Let's get McFadden in here. He stays healthy, rushes for 1,500 yards. Hoyer, knowing he's the man, comes out, plays like a young Brett Favre, throws for 4,000 yards. It's amazing, man. Owen Daniels catches 10 touchdowns. Boy, I'm fired up about next year's Browns, baby. Yeah, Kiki Mingo gets 10 sacks. Woohoo! Sure.